She called me in February, her voice dripping with expectation. Can you organize my birthday again this year? Same as last time. Venue, catering, music. You're the only one I trust. I stared at the phone. Not a word about mine, which had passed 2 weeks before. 26 birthdays, ignored, brushed aside, we'll celebrate later. But hers, a full production every year. And I was always the planner, the wallet, the safety net. This year she would get what she deserved. It wasn't always like this. As kids, we were close. I adored her. She was my older sister, my shield in schoolyard fights, my comfort when mom was cold, dad absent. But as years passed, I noticed a pattern. Her birthday was sacred. Balloons, cakes, parties stretching until dawn. Mine? Forgotten. Always forgotten. When I was 12, I waited by the door for someone, anyone, to say the words. No one did. The cake on the counter was hers, baked early for her party the next day. At 18, I drove myself to the diner and bought my own slice of pie. They were too busy setting up her big night. At 21, I drank alone, while she held court in a ballroom I'd rented for her because she deserved it. By 26, the pattern was carved into stone. They remembered her. They erased me. And they expected me to smile while doing the work. I didn't confront them. I didn't shout. I planned. She wanted the same hotel ballroom as last year. I booked it. I coordinated menus, floral arrangements, a DJ. I sent out invites to 150 guests under her name. I confirmed every detail. But I also made sure no deposit was paid, no contracts signed, no orders finalized. Every smiling, "Of course we'll handle it," email I sent was a blade I kept hidden. The night arrived. Guests arrived in gowns and suits, laughter spilling into the marble lobby. They followed signs pointing to the ballroom, chatting about champagne and music. But when the doors opened, silence. No tables, no flowers, no food. Just an empty room echoing with confusion. The DJ never came. The caterer never arrived. The bar stood dry. 150 people. No celebration, no music. And her, standing in the middle, face pale, eyes darting as whispers turned into ridicule. Where was I? On a beach an hour away, bare feet in the sand, cocktail in hand, watching the tide wash smooth the marks of the day. My phone buzzed endlessly, her calls, her texts, her fury bleeding into voicemail. "You ruined everything. People are laughing at me. How could you?" I let each one play out, her voice cracking, breaking, collapsing. I learned something in that moment. Revenge doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't need fireworks or violence. It only needs silence, space, and the weight of truth. Because truth was this: she had forgotten me every year. And now, for the first time, she would know how it felt to be invisible. To wait for a party that never came. To stand in an empty room and realize no one cared enough to show up for you. When I returned 2 days later, she confronted me. "You did this. Admit it." I met her eyes, calm. "Did what?" "I booked everything, like you asked." Technically true, but intention matters, and mine was razor sharp. Her anger melted into something else then. Recognition. She saw it. The years, the birthdays, the quiet pain I'd swallowed. She saw what she had made me. My parents begged me to apologize. Family is family, they said. But family remembers. Family cares. Family doesn't leave one child in the shadows while crowning the other with candles. So I didn't apologize. I left the table, left their house, left the years of being their silent servant. Now, every birthday, I book my own escape. A beach, a cabin, a city I've never seen. I raise a glass to myself, quietly, without expectation. And her? She books her own parties now. Smaller, less grand, because guests remember the night of silence, the night her family failed her, the night her sibling disappeared and left her in the dark. Do I regret it? No. I regret the 26 years I waited for them to see me. I regret the candles I blew out alone. I regret the nights I stayed, hoping it would change. But that night, that perfect silence, that was my gift to myself. Because for once, I wasn't the forgotten one. They were.